All right, guys, we're back. Today's the 24th of August. 21 is the year. Some good news. Well, people say it, but I'm going to show you, and when you hear, then you'll agree. Here's a very funny thing to tell you. Because I'm older, I can tell you. No, actually, people are living longer now. God, we're hardly halfway now. Here's the good news. Ready? This is about the scene you're sort of inundated with, deluged with. You know, in the media. Okay, they're glad to carry it. The stuff going on with the COVID, there's another round now. Suddenly, a month ago, the Delta variant. Oh my God, all of a sudden. Did you see this? Los Angeles County is the most populated county in the U.S. Okay, sorry about the mask, people. We are not wearing a mask because of the vax. No, we had a wreck, and to do dental implants takes a year. They give a temporary denture, too vain for that. We're sparing you the look, all right? It was an equine wreck. That means we were impersonating somebody that could ride a horse, you see. No, had a disagreement on how good I was. She won. She's 1,200, I'm 180. There you go. That's an imply that one rides horse. Obviously not very well. Oh, I'm sorry, the good news. Now listen to me. This is going to surprise you because I can, and I do. And it's about you, so don't worry about whether I'm key. I'm not. I'm just going to share some stuff with you that some pretty sharp people, sorry about the mask, it does cut down the communication. You can't see the indicators. You can't hear as well. Lucky you. Here's something that's going to surprise you. I'm going to make a blaring couple of statements and then kind of show you how you can find out it's true. Did you know, you see these people doing things, right? In the news, some of the, the notables that we all kind of mutually know about. Okay, in Washington, this, Biden has his hands full. If it wasn't full enough with this COVID stuff, and full enough with this evacuating Afghanistan. Yeah, he's the one that created the problem. He just got elected. That 20-year problem he's stuck with, yeah. Although during his time with Obama, 8 years, it was part of the 20. And imperfect, all those administrations, yeah. Because they were saddled with things, guys. They knew it, and you've known it. But it's kind of, they couldn't really do much about some of those things. So they just kept on, and they ran for office and for re-election, and here you go, okay? I said there'd be some good news. Here's something I didn't know, to say the least. I'm just a noticer, an appreciator, and I like to tell you, have been, am, and I shall continue. Ready for this? Guess what? The people running those things, again, that we all mutually know about, some programs up and running, not bad. You're the one who knows. No, you're right. If something isn't good, well, you're right. It's not good. You don't need someone to tell you something isn't true when it is. But this is going to surprise you. Some programs up and running are good, some not. Some more, some less, some this or that, okay. And the different administrations from just the Kennedy era forward, for example, Kennedy and who was in before that? You had Nixon, Eisenhower ended just before Kennedy came in. Then Nixon, all these guys since then, the Bushes, the Reagans, Carters, oh my God. Yeah, Ford, all those guys, right? As far as the notables. We're going to switch to you. One thing you know is this. It's true about all those people. I just was reminding you, but it applies to you and me. Everybody, you didn't know this, but I'm going to shock you with a statement, and when I tell you things about it, you'll say, holy cow. Yeah. Did you know that everybody is exactly the same? No, not the same. No. Different people by their own decisions decided some to do this, some to that, some more. But they're all exactly the same. Everybody. They're trying to do right. They're going about it wrong ways. Well, you tell me. You know this. You're not wrong. No, you're right. Everybody, though, is trying to be right. They're trying to do right. And some trying to be right for wrongs that, so they don't get made wrong for the wrongs they're doing. All wrongs came after a misunderstanding, a misduplication, or a mistake. Yeah, no. There's no wrong before there's anything. There's no wrong before there's anything. Come on. All beings are... someone else did this homework, not me. All beings are... The guy who wrote this, check it out. All beings are basically good. That means originally. I mean, how can you be bad before you decided to be? I'm thinking I'm going to tip that hourglass thing over with the little white things with gravity. They dropped out, No, all are basically good. That means before. And that's who they are, so they're still the same person. And as time goes on, living through different layers of life, this life, maybe it's past lives. No one needs to tell you, because you can find out again without being told and get rid of any junk from whenever. So people, you aren't what you do. Do something good, get credit. Not good, fix it. But are you what you do? Question. If you make shoes, are you the shoe? I mean a good batch. Are you the shoe? No. And truth is non-denominational. Is it a Catholic car, Protestant car? See how smart we are? No. We're commenting about what you know. Back to you. Everybody is exactly the same. Not the same. No. Not by their decided to do this and do that. No. They're all the same. They're trying to do good. Well, in your family, you know your family. Come on. Not me. No, you know your family. They're all good, trying to do good, right? And and the friends you have, and they're trying to do good, right? Now, someone else, you don't know them, right? But those are somebody's family, and they're all the same as you, and their friends are. They're all trying to do right. Okay? The world has some wrongs. Hold it. Notice I said some, because I'm nice. No, we don't do nice. No, I've got some homework to share with you. You can thank Heather. That's a girl. A guy at Harvard told the girl, and the girl told me it wasn't part of, but it was told on campus. Oh, my God. Wait till you hear it. I'm just here to share. So there's so many things we can tell, but it won't sound like we have much to tell, because these are already sounding so simple, almost stupid simple. They are. Life really is. Truth really is. There's junk layered on top, and that we're not necessarily aware of. That's not so simple. No. Nope. Another comment. We're going to beat around the bush. You see, most wrongs weren't done because somebody was evil. No. They were trying to solve a problem. Still a wrong, and they know about it, but they're trying to solve a problem. For example, if you're starving on an island, a desert island, whatever, you might have to take some food from another person. You mean, well, you'll give it back, leave a note. Since when are you bad? No, come on, you're starving, and they have enough, and they weren't there. They were taking a break out doing something. Okay. You see, but you're not bad. No. And you're also not bad. Look at all you did. By the way, I like this in a chapter in this book called New Slant on Life. There's a chapter called What is Greatness? In there he says, hey, to love, this is a little wiser than I realized. And certainly, again, I didn't write this. To love someone in spite of the many reasons we should not is greatness, and to do so is sanity. Well, understanding helps lighten the load, to enlighten somebody. Okay, good. A bully, for example, that's a bad thing. Yeah. A bully, though, to help understand, not okay, is someone who was bullied and then adopted the beingness of a bully, giving you kind of the architecture, the anatomy of bullying. Yeah. All beings are basically good, but as they go through life gathering layers, and some, believe me, they're not aware are there. They're not aware of it. No, they're not aware that they're there. No. Okay, now, so guys, listen to me. This is for you. This is some hot stuff that Heather told me about. Oh, no, you need this. It's so simple. I got that. We already shown it's a little simple. It's stupid simple. It's so simple when you find out. I guarantee you this, if you nose into the thing I'm alluding, and check it out, and do a little of this unpeeling of life's layers that are not you, the only thing, we don't evaluate because I don't know how your day went. No one knows how your day went. Only you know, and you do know, and all the other days you get rid of them, you're not those. Running guilt on someone, that is about as evil as anybody can do. Because they're implying you're those things. You've made a car, you aren't the car. If you botched it, well, fix it. Fix it. Wow. Yeah. Elon Musk is one heck of a fixin' fool. So, all beings are basically good. Musk and his Tesla car company, check it out. He's from a different strata, a different level. He's a good guy and he's a bright guy. So, we're all basically good. Yeah. But when you nose in and find out about the thing I'm alluding to, the only thing I will say, because we don't evaluate, because we don't know, and it's all caca. If we do evaluate, we're adding new layers of life. You've got too many of those. Get rid of them. You can. We'll show you how. So, if you do a little of this unpeeling life's layers, we'll get to. Hang on a second. I will say this. I'm cheating. It's happened every time. You will be on the floor in pain, laughing. Oh, wow. Yeah? You ever had that? Yeah, you're going to have that. You'll be in pain. Stop it. I can't stand it anymore. Do it some more. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so, in this book, New Slant in Life, written in, I don't know, in the 50s? That's not that long ago. A lot of life had been lived by them. A lot of civilization had occurred by then. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, the chapter, what is greatness? Yeah. In other words, he says, even the people that are doing bad things, this is in another chapter called Race Against Man's Savage Instincts. Yeah. Well, these are things forced to, like an animal out in the woods is forced to, he evolves his species with certain instincts to sort of handle the woods, you know, the things going on. The predators even against he, even though he might be one, blah, blah, yeah. So a chapter called Race Against Man's Savage Instincts isn't in the latest edition of the book, New Slant in Life. They moved it somewhere else, but kept the part about what is greatness. Here's why. I didn't know this. Oh, I'm not being modest. Oh, you can't be. Just that. When you read the homework, this guy's done. Homework, that's all. You know, no one, you have your own homework packed up, and you want to unpack it. But this, he said, all the people, even the ones that you and I know, are doing some really wrong, really bad stuff, from the Hitlers and all this stuff. Okay, good. Ready for this? But you get it. Yeah, you'll get it. Yeah. All of them, actually, he says, not a one of them, no, they've all been through the most unimaginable thing. Yeah. And some end up treating others the way they were treated, and some don't. Not a one of them hasn't helped, and many times, and not been cuffed for it. C-U-F-F-E-D. Look it up, bottom of the page. Meaning beaten. Yeah. And they finally give up and say the hell with it. And by the way, you can take any criminal, any so-called criminal. Those are criminal things they're doing. Any so-called criminal, see, doing criminal things, but they're calling him a criminal. You can take him back in a little interview. Remember? They're all good. And find out, and he will tell you, when he had his self-respect literally beaten out of him over and over and over, physically, and then mentally, his soul, injury to the soul, and he finally says, okay, I'm no good. And if he says he's no good, you're no good. That's all he is. Roll it back to the truth. The later on junk are lies. The primary is the person, the basic. The secondary are crap. It's not him. It's his stuff. He did his, you did yours. If you did, I don't know. Anyway, this is available to be unpeeled as life's layers, guys. Yeah. This is available. You can unpeel life's layers. See, Buddha is a soundbite. We've heard about Buddha, that chubby little guy. the statue with a smile, and he's all gold. He did something for the common people. His name was Gautama Siddhartha. Oh my gosh. I'm moving this, sorry. Oh, again, covering up dental work. We're in the middle of. We're not wearing this because of COVID. No, we're saving you, sparing you the shock. Buddha did one thing for the common people. Look it up. Don't blame me. I'm not it. Hey, look it up. Buddha got people, the common person, to be outside his body, looking at it from a few feet away. Holy what? I'm not that. God, I'm not that. I'm not anything. Oh, I can't die. Wow, that's a big thing to become, right? No, you can't become it. You already are. He got him to do that, to get free again. You have the body. Oh, you'll still have to go to 100, knock on wood, and get another one, and maybe by a choice. But he didn't have a method back then to unpeel life's layers. We're going somewhere, guys. So the people snapped back in. Those layers snapped back in. The only difference today, what do they call an overnight success? Like a flash in the pan, right? Yeah. So it's got a 3 in front of it for 33 or 37 years out of his pocket for your problem, working his guts out. Actually, it totals over 50 years total. Hubbard. That's the guy, yeah. Oh, there's a desperation, demonized him, because some of those, I refer to them as such golden souls they are underneath, but they've gotten into a game, and they can't have the game cat out of the bag, so they're desperate to demonize the guy who doesn't need anything. He did this out of his pocket. Here, take it. So today, all they have is a way to unpeel life's layers, and there's the rest of you underneath. Yeah. Yeah. They only do one thing. They can only do one thing. Enable you to find out things that you already know. I don't know how your day went today. How can I know how your day went? How can your friend know how your day went? You tell them and they say, well, I know what you mean. They mean well, but only you know because you're living it. And let's say it's a good day. There are good days coming. This thing I'm telling you about is actually kind of growing around the world, this way to unpeel life's layers. So, but in time, again, the chapter, Race Against Man's Savage Instincts. And in there, he talks about his classmates when he was at Princeton and at George Washington University. They're the ones who developed the bomb, the A-bomb, at the same time, unfortunately, as a culture's attempt, a civilization's attempt to get free. At the same time, unfortunately, they were both invented. The bomb and a decision, a movement to, a little window we have, to kind of undo. You know, the last 50,000 years of civilization is kind of a snapshot. He kind of well comments on, and it sounds, it's familiar to you, it's realistic, so he comments on that. Yeah. And how we've developed in some of these animal instincts and this thing. But you're not. But see, psychiatry, they, bless these guys, have us as a lab animal. Sure, yeah, they do. Yeah. And they were investigated by this Hubbard group for the drugging and shocking they do. So they're the ones that have the desperation to demonize you. No, they're not bad or evil people underneath originally, but later on, maybe they've developed into a game not so good. Sorry. Okay, so, psychiatry, by the way, what does psychiatry mean? Psyche means spirit, right? And ology would be study of. So, study of spirits? I'm into that, I'll take that. But then, if that's so, study of spirits, why did they take a physical thing, a drug, to give to a physical thing, a body, to fix a thing that isn't physical, spirit? That's a good thing. That's a good question, yeah. A lot of money in that, drugging and shocking people, yeah. So this guy developed this thing, this flash in the pan, this overnight Hubbard, over 50 years of out of his pocket working, yeah. This thing, well, we went to school, reading, writing, arithmetic. I don't know if I learned very much. I didn't really. It was fun, but work is more fun. So science really took skio, means knowing in the fullest sense. Look it up. Knowing in the fullest sense. Ology study of knowingness, knowing how to know things, not being told or asked to believe. You know, I don't know how your day went today. How can I know? Only you know. Yeah. So it's a method of unpeeling life's layers. Yeah, it's non-denominational. Yeah, it doesn't introduce beliefs or cancel it. It's only referred to as a religion, but it's not. It's a philosophy with a method, a technology. So it's an applied philosophy, and specifically an applied religious philosophy because it addresses you as a being. That's the only reason. It's non-denominational. Like, is that a Catholic card, Protestant card? It's really kind of stupid, simple, guys. Truth, life. No, getting back to you. Yeah. I mean, the doctors said, remember this? We're using about 1/100th of the brain, right? Remember that, right? Yeah. They have used a lab animal. You're a meat body. It's right there. But really, you're using about 1/1000th, of the beingness that you used to use, but it's underneath there, and you go get the thing back. That's why I always make the bet two parts. One, when you check this out, you'll be two things: on the floor in pain, laughing. Oh, whew. And secondly, you'll be saying to me, it's the only two things I'll say. You'll be saying there's a specific reason for the 1,000. You'll be saying it's 1,000 times greater than I told you or implied. Yeah. So go do it. Go check out and see what it isn't. I spend this time telling people what Scientology is not. And again, they say, are you into Scientology? No, you can't get into it. No. You get to other things you didn't know that you're into if you want to, with the how to and the can do and all that fun talk I'm filling in there. And I'm not representing them. Obviously, they wouldn't know this kind of talk was coming out. No, I'm just telling you, I appreciate the homework this guy Hubbard did, that Heather told me about. I'm grateful to have the homework. Yeah. Skill to know, in the fullest sense. Ology, study of knowingness, knowing how to know things not being told or asked to believe. Thank you. You're welcome. De nada, that means thank you. That means you're welcome in Spanish, I guess. I think so. So guys, that's kind of part of the story. The rest is left for you. Go check it out. Free courses online, Scientology courses. Yeah, it's free. It's a nonprofit. Yeah. No, it's not a money thing. In fact, they have counseling. You could go and buy the counseling. You have to pay by the hour. Everybody has to pay the rent and, okay. No, they'd rather sell you a class. You and a friend can counsel each other. Oh, it's very precise. You and a friend counsel each other free. Don't pay them by the hour to counsel you over there. No. Just take a class. They'd rather do that. And you counsel each other. Because there's two things. The counseling gets you out of the mud, and the training will keep it from going back in. Yeah. Oh, God, yes. That way you get both. Yeah, they're a non-profit. Don't buy the lie. Poor little, sweet little ex-actress, psychiatry has her propped up, and they pay this independent thing, A&E or something, to talk against Scientology. I don't have any need to talk about it. What the hell? Against it? Why? I like Heather, this beautiful thing out of Harvard. Wow. A preppy, with all the tomato pajama and all that accent stuff. She was really great. It is. So thanks, Heather, and for telling me about that. So people, you're all the same. Everybody out there, they're all the same. Not the same, no. They all choose different things and lives and purposes and hobbies and families, yeah. But they're all the same. The guys doing some bad stuff are the same as the ones doing stuff, is not bad. They're trying to do right, but some are making mistakes because they're living through life's layers unknowingly. It's their layers. Oh, they're responsible for the layers. Yeah. So he developed a methodology, this guy Hubbard, of unpeeling life's layers. Buddha merely didn't have. They say it's the same guy, back only with the method. Well, it's up to you to think, you see. So guys, that's what we're here to talk about. Yeah, interesting. I really like this. Yeah, I mean, psychiatry, they have this book called this Manual of Disorders, DSM, Diagnostic Statistical Manual. Yeah, 374 different disorders. Jet lag, what? You flake? That's so 80s. You brag, I have jet lag. Oh, I traveled. No, 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 no. You can't say it anymore. It's jet lag disorder. They have mathematics disorder. Fear of spiders disorder. Look it up. Being a child disorder. Yeah. 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 And they actually have, you can check the website, the letter CCHR, Citizens Commission on Human Rights. This tremendous outfit, over 50 years old. No, they're not part of Scientology. There's a desperation to make it. They were sponsored by, and who else? Dr. Thomas Szasz, S-Z-A-S-E, this renowned Austrian psychiatrist, if there is such a thing. He wrote 2 books, The Myth of Mental Illness and The Manufacture of Madness. And he says in there that the only way you can possibly harm a person is to take them to a psychiatrist. He is one, but don't do it. But some of these psychiatrists, decent guys, for God's sakes, they're trying. They don't have a product. Check out Hubbard's product. But they've come forth on tape at CCHR saying, what? Those other psychiatrists are making that stuff up in their mind to get the insurance money that you and I pay for. And when the insurance money runs out, the guy's both an addict and he believes bipolar of the toenail or something. Yeah. Shock treatments, electroconvulsive shock treatments. If you stick your finger in a light socket, or by mistake you're working with a lamp, and oh my God, you get a jolt, right? Electroconvulsive shock treatments are they what? How many times? 100 times that jolt? Yeah, yeah. They're still doing them in 17 states. What does that mean? They're against the law in the other states. The movie One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is an incredibly beautiful soul. Michael Douglas, the actor, made sure that movie got built. Remember Jack Nicholson is kind of a clown. They locked him up and they shock him. He's a zombie actor. And his friend, the Indian, who's locked up too there, who never talked, was so outraged, he saw what they did and ripped the sink right off the wall and threw it out the window. Remember that? Hello? Yeah, Michael Douglas had that movie produced because he has a heart and a soul and an IQ north of room temp. One of those, what we call on our shows, one of those beautiful golden soul Jews. That's an oxymoron. Golden soul Jew, they are golden souls. So you don't have to say golden soul. To me, they are. Yeah. Like the ones in Palestine, different topic. Oh, shut up. Over in Palestine, occupied Palestine, these beautiful rabbis, you know, the stereotypical rabbi with a gray beard and the wire-rimmed glasses and then the funny hat. These rabbis in a hospital tending to some Palestinian farmer who was just beaten, yanked off his own farm. Rabbis are there holding up a sign saying Zionism is not Judaism. I like those guys. They got guts. Ben & Jerry's ice cream. Different topic. No, we're getting somewhere. Ben & Jerry's ice cream. They do 800 and some million in sales. They're a big one. They said they're Jews. They said that's it. No more. They closed their plant over in occupied Palestine. And no more sales. And they're being attacked. Attacked for being anti-murder? I don't know. Is that, yeah. It's killing Jews that weaponize anti-Semite crap, right? No. Being prejudicial is not good. They do it against blacks, Latins, I don't know, all kinds of things. Jews too. That's not okay. Indians, Asians, come on. Not just Jews. That is what we're talking about. We're talking about when they commit genocide over there on your bribe billions, 17 billion a year. Your bribe tax food money that you need goes over there and kills those people. George Floyd, the global court of public opinion. It's on camera. No wiggle room. Knee in the neck. 9.5 minutes. The actual humans allowed to talk said, what? A healthy person would be dead in 5 minutes and not 9.5. So don't give us this crap that he'd been a drug addict or something. Knee in the neck. Guilty. 200 plus new George Floyds over in Palestine in your dollars. On camera, murdered. Remember that recent air raid? Oh, they were shielding some bad guys in the closet. Well, you got to make up something, don't you? Killing those babies. They weren't bad guys. Ben & Jerry's ice cream. If you get anybody with greater integrity than that, give me a call. I'm not as good as they are. Have integrity like you. And they spoke up. They closed their ice cream factory in occupied Palestine, called Israel. And no more sales. And they're taking flat. Even in Florida, where we are, the governor is saying, oh, Florida will no longer do business with those companies. No, Florida businesses will not do business with who is it? The parent company of Ben & Jerry, Unilever, some company, right? Huh? What? We will not do business with people that don't like killings, murder. Yeah. We will not do business with Ben & Jerry's, right? Because they're against killing on your dollars. People, the internet is the new sheriff in town, and everybody has a dash camera. Yeah. Ben & Jerry's are the best of the best today. Mark Zuckerberg also is. He allowed both sides to speak, and he was attacked for people that would speak up against murder, bribe billions in America over there to kill. It's like we're paying Somali pirates to kill people over there. So, Citizens Commission on Human Rights is against killing. Check it out. I didn't know this. See, so far, all of those mass shooters, right? Mass shooters, right, in the U.S., are on or dying trying to get off of psych drugs. Yeah. See the picture of the shooter here? Right? No, that's not the shooter. It's called the guy in the background, the drug dealer in white coats. I didn't know this. Did you? I didn't know it. If you cleaned up all the drugs on the streets, all the drug addicts are clean. Street drugs, medicinal addicts, all those. Everybody's clean, right? No more addicts, right? All those drugs are gone. They don't exist, right? I didn't know that, did you? 1 in 5 of everybody that you know and that they know, from preteen age to the bracket age 65, just that alone, 1 in 5 are on psychiatric drugs, a chemical straitjacket, a chemical lobotomy. But it's so normalized and pop culturized. Now, this is a big part of what's underneath a lot of problems you have. Yeah. I'm telling you. You see? So there you go. It's all tied in. But Scientology investigated psychiatrists. They're the ones paying Big Pharma. We're back to this now. Big Pharma to attack Scientology. I have no need to attack anybody. And I claim, though, they're all golden souls underneath. They are. They're just going about things differently, thinking they're right. All mistakes occur after a misduplication, a misunderstanding, or a mistake, and then people have to keep on being right. It's that kind of thing. The chapter in the book New Salon and Life by Hubbard called You Can Be Right. Check it out. It's in there. Yeah. It's like the woman who burns the dinner. She keeps burning the dinner. This is a normal middle-class soccer mom, really neat, super wife, keeps burning the dinner. Oh, my God, pots and pans are flying. They're close to divorce. What's going on? Do a rollback. Check with her. Ask her anything you could admire about your cooking. Oh, yeah, I do this, do that, right? And then get her to roll back the first time she burned the dinner. Of course, it was a mistake, but she had to keep on doing it to be right. Not because she's nuts. No. She didn't want to have her soul caved in. That's all she has is the soul. Her body beaten? No, her soul. Injuries to the soul. You see? So she's still being right. Yeah. That's it. That's it, guys. So all these wrongs are traceably back to before the person was doing wrongs. We're all exactly the same. Not the same today, no. But we're all the same. Yep. We're all trying to do right. And some, as you know, are going about it in a wrong way, whatever the issue is. And some are treating others the way that they were treated, you see. Like that, bribing American billions to occupy Palestine, this weaponized Bible real estate guy, right? They're going to take Iowa next. I saw this thing where they said, because we've worked a lot to help the Jews, as you'll find out. Check our other talks. Yeah, we're trying to help them. They're working against themselves. Some guy, God told some guy named Abraham 2,700 years ago that now, 2,700 years later, he can bribe U.S. billions, go in and kill people that live in this land. It was always lived on by whoever. Irish, Spanish, Swedish, I don't know, Jews, and what do you call these other people? Yeah, gosh. That's it. You're being lied to, people. Yeah, and a lot of people are involved, a lot of money in bribing our Congress so that we can take billions of your money to make weapons and then find a way to need them. You all know this. You've heard these talks before now. I'm just giving you little bits of each. Do you follow? Yep. So when you check out what Scientology isn't, when you check out what it is, you'll find out what it is. Go check it out for yourself. It's like you and the wife, you're going to go look at houses maybe to rent or to buy. Check it out for yourself. It's the same thing. Don't let somebody take something of yours, to getting the rest of you back. Yeah, it's yours. Don't do that, So if they're not bad people, I'm generalizing, or I'm being stupid to sit here and tell you those people doing wrongs are good people. No, they are good people. They're just doing some things wrongly that you aren't doing, but before that, they are not wrong. They're still the same guy underneath. And they have what we call an ethics blind spot. So they don't stop themselves from further harming others right away. It's a delay sometimes, okay? It's a delay. All right. They try to, and do place a false environment there, as proven by their brilliant return of perception when counseled at length and successfully on certain processes in counseling. See, the Scientology counseling has 4 parts to it. This is an observed thing by Hubbard. Wow! 4 things can hurt you, or you feel that hurt you. 1, another does something against you. Oh, that feels bad, terrible. Oh. Okay? So first run out things done against you and any earlier similars on a chain if there are some. I don't know, you're the one who knows. They'll ask you. They can't tell you. They don't know. If you don't get to the basic on the chain, then the whole chain won't blow. And you'll merely be unburdening by taking some off the top. That feels good, but you'll build more up. Okay, flow 1, get rid of things that aren't against you. Then you come up to flow 2. You're unburdened enough to come up to flow 2. They'll ask you anything that you might have done to another or others. They ask. They don't know you're a dang man. Only you know. Who the hell are they? That's psychiatry. The difference is psychiatry tells the person what's wrong. This thing lets you tell. Wow. So flow 2 is anything you might have done. Yeah. And Hubbard says this. When a person gets up to the point where they can tell their own wrongs, if they have some, it is at that point that they have made it on the bridge to total freedom. It's okay. No, the wrong wasn't okay, but it's okay to have done something wrong. Do something good, get credit. Do something wrong, fix it best you can, but you're not what you do. Leave it there. Flow 3 is seeing others harm others, like a war or fight. That can make you feel bad. And the 4th flow is things the self does to the self. Flow 1 was others doing things to the self. So these are the parts of the counseling. They get the whole thing, and it's gone. It's gone. You are free. Yeah. You'll find out that you're okay after you've told some wrongs. Let's say you had some wrong. You find out afterwards. You can tell by the counselor you're talking to, but you're okay. Because you're you. You aren't that junk. Even the good stuff. You're not the good stuff. You're you. Check it out, guys. I would if I were you. I would really get to checking that out. I would do that. Yeah. Hubbard was not a science fiction writer. That's a crock of crap. No, he wrote what he wrote. Check it out. Back then, pulp. Magazine fiction. He wrote action, adventure, romance. Check out his writings all those years. Yeah. At the end of the career, some of the big science fiction guys came along and said, hey, Ron, you're a good writer. Would you write and sort of humanize, make a little human science fiction? Okay, yeah. I didn't know the name. I didn't know the definition. My next door neighbor would read science fiction in high school. What is that crap fiction? Is science-y fiction junk? What's this crap? I didn't know this. No. I didn't know this. science fiction isn't after the fact. Like you have an egg beater, then make a fake science version of an egg beater. No. It's before you had an egg beater, a plea, would you make an egg beater? Wow. Yeah. Before going to the moon, it was a plea, would you go to the moon? You see? It's fiction before the fact. It's a plea to make something. Yeah. He wrote a book called Battlefield Earth in 1980. It's to sort of commemorate and celebrate the science fiction world. The largest one ever written. It's 1,000 pages, I guess. And in there, there's a 100-page introduction, and it includes telling what science fiction is. I never read the doggone book. That was written in 1980. I read it in 2010. I read the book. It took that long. Yeah. I don't like science fiction. I didn't know what it was. Yeah, anyway, so people, there it is. Now, so all these people doing wrongs. Well, okay, now here's a catch. Oh, a catch. Hubbard wrote this, and don't believe it, so check it out. No matter how bad something is, terrible, horrible, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, ready? He says, no matter how bad something is, quote, something can be done about it. Wow, that I like. Wow, yeah. And here's something, a problem, by the way. First of all, a problem is something a suppressive person gives you. We'll get to that. A problem is something you're effective. Oh my God, it's coming at you. Your effect, right? Yeah. A chapter called Confronting, or in the book New Slant on Life, on confronting. Check the chapter. It said a problem is something, it's coming at you. Your effect, okay? Thanks. But if you decide to handle it and therefore confront it, no, you're going at it. Instead of being effect, the vector, the direction of energy, the vector, the direction, the thing, it goes from coming at you, oh, your effect, ow. No, now you're going at it. To confront it, meaning you're coming at it, saying, what's this all about? And the minute you do that, and you duplicate what it is, it vanishes. It will vanish. It's magic. Check it out. Yeah. Yep. Because the problem, he says this. Check it out. In order for a problem to persist, that's keep on or continue, the problem must contain a lie. See, they have to keep on creating it newly in present time. Anything that exists really is continually being created. You can look at that a little more simply, completely, thoroughly. It's stupid, simple. It's so simple, but it's complicated, like beyond, like you and I know, until you do this. So check it out. A problem, yes, is only a problem until you confront it, and it magically vanishes. Because again, a problem is, look, that's a negative thing. Oh my God, I'm affected. It's coming at me. That's the direction, and it's coming at me. Vector is direction. It's coming at me. Past determined physics that everyone went to school. So, but when you confront it, he says, magically, it's gone. Because you're coming at it. You're not affected anymore. And by duplicating it, it'll vanish. Because again, a problem, in order to be a problem, in order for a problem to keep on, to persist, to keep on or continue, the problem must contain a lie. It's being newly created. Well, that's crap. Biden, by the way, speaking of, he jumped in there to get people back into communication. Yeah, into communication. Then they find out they aren't so bad. They aren't bad. We got to run, guys. This is the second talk. The first talk we gave, the low-key, quiet, riot, mild child, tells about all that. All these things that are so wrong or bad, want to know a secret? It ain't true. There ain't all these things that are so wrong or bad. No. Anything that's wrong, it hurts, it's wrong, there aren't really many things. But the media, they're your friends, willing to keep it alive. They create conflict. You see? Yeah. They leave out things. There are a lot of decent people in the media. I have favorites. I hope you do. That aren't that way. But the general trend of mainstream media is to make you feel bad, to cave you in. Merchants of chaos. Merchants of fear. Fear mongers. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Trump pointed that out and he got shot for it. He just didn't have a way or a group in his West Wing to carry out his otherwise very good platform. It was a good one. Maybe the best since Reagan. Reagan made things better. We see things now, the whole U.S. is caved in. By the way, and other countries thought, well, if the White House medical director says hunker down, stay home and die, the virus, starvation, they all did, you see? Just to make a little money, a lot of money in that, guys. Yeah. The vax, that Dr. Fauci, he has a large equity position, stockholder position in, is it Moderna? I don't know, it's online, check it out, yeah. So Zuckerberg is being sued by the Biden people for allowing both sides to talk on the COVID thing. Yeah. My God, you know? Zuckerberg's a fair guy. Biden means well, he's being lied to. He's not a dummy. Do you think politically Biden wants you locked down into vax and masks? No. But he believes it. People that aren't stupid, people with IQs like you, the media ones, the Democrats and Republicans with IQs, believe this crap. Yeah. It's crap. It's a lie. Yeah. Okay, guys. You weren't sick before. You were told to go home, call in sick, get it checked, you know. Nah, it's a lie. These masks, getting healthy people to be afraid of healthy people. A bright person came up with that. Getting healthy people to be afraid of healthy people. Wow. Yeah. To be terrified. Yeah. Interesting. When I tell you to watch out for something, then you have to look back at me. Hubbard wrote. They tell you be careful to be afraid, and then they look back at you to count on for life. That's not life. We'll be back again, guys. Thanks. Today, the 24th of August, the year 21. The little talk I gave today before this one about Biden. He's trying. Yeah. That's got some stuff in there. Okay. You know, we're the quiet riot, the mild child, low key, the whole thing. Yeah. Just relaying information. Bless the internet. The big sheriff, the new sheriff in town. Yeah. The big equalizer. Yep. It's the beauty. You can thank Zuckerberg and the Google boys. You can look up anybody or anything and talk to each other. Oh, I know all about their flaws and their wrongs. I got it from the same place you got it. But they're in the main very good, and they are working on their mistakes. Mark Zuckerberg and his incredibly beautiful wife, Dr. Priscilla Chan. Wow. Trying. They got caught with some goof ups. I got all that. I got everything, actually. Go get it all, guys. Come on. We'll be back. Enjoy. Okay.